Uganda erupts, opposition leader Bobi Wine escapes military raid as Museveni declared winner. In the darkness of a Kampala night on Friday, January 17th, Uganda's primary opposition figure Bobi Wine made a desperate escape. Military and police forces had raided his heavily guarded residential compound, cutting electricity, disabling security cameras, and deploying helicopters overhead. Wine's political party, the National Unity Platform, NUP, had reported via social media that an army helicopter had forcibly taken him to an unknown location. But that report proved premature. Wine had slipped away from his captors and disappeared into the night. Posting cryptic messages on X, "Last night was extremely challenging at our home. The military and police invaded us. I want to confirm that I managed to slip away from them. At the moment, I am not at my residence." The timing was deliberate oppression. The raid occurred hours before Uganda's Electoral Commission announced that 81-year-old President Yoweri Museveni had won the January 15th presidential election with a landslide victory. Museveni has ruled Uganda for 4 decades, and the 2026 election offered the possibility of change. Wine, 43, had emerged as a significant challenger among younger voters, but the internet had been shut down 2 days before the election. A move authorities claimed was for security, effectively silencing opposition organizing. At least 7 people were reportedly killed overnight in Uganda as the election results were announced and protests erupted. The government's response was textbook authoritarian crackdown. Police denied they had abducted Wine, claiming he remained at home and was not under arrest, a denial that contradicted video evidence circulating online showing military activity at his compound. Wine's family members remained under house arrest according to his posts. His wife and relatives were confined to the residence. Wine himself, now in hiding, alleged that the election was marred by fake results, ballot stuffing, and detention of other opposition leaders from his party. The government had mobilized thousands of police and military throughout Kampala to prevent protests, leaving city streets largely deserted. The international implications are severe. Uganda's democratic processes, already strained under decades of Museveni's rule, appear to have collapsed entirely. The abduction and house arrest of opposition figures, the internet shutdown, the alleged election fraud, and the military raids on civilian homes represent a descent into authoritarian consolidation. Wine's escape was a minor victory for those hoping for accountability, but his family remained hostage, his party members imprisoned, and his nation's democratic future darkening by the hour.